Hi and welcome back to this brand new full body Pilates class with me. You only need something soft underneath you, maybe grab a blanket, something to drink, and then let's get started. The first part is a wonderful full body awakening. So the first part could be used as a everyday morning routine. Let's jump straight into it. We're gonna start in a supine position. So let's lie down on your back and we're gonna start with breathing and centering. So when you're lying down, open your feet hip width apart. Pelvis, spine is neutral, so everything is relaxed. And then I invite you to place the hands at the side of your rib cage. Take a deep breath in. And when you feel comfy with that, exhale, close your eyes so you can better focus on connecting with your body and arriving in the present moment. Deeply inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Breathe in, observe the rib cage expands. And with the exhale, the ribs are softening down and inwards. Sending your awareness to your breath right now. More and more, we want to send the breath into our hands, into our ribs here. So breathe in into your hands. And exhale through pursed lips. Imagine blowing out a birthday candle. Breathe laterally into the rib cage. And exhale through pursed lips. Breathe into the side of your ribcage. And as you exhale, close your body's openings and zip everything in and up. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor again. Exhale, close the body's openings and zip the belly button in towards the spine. Breathe in. Exhale, allow the belly to flatten and close the rib arches. So slowly activate the powerhouse by activating the pelvic floor, by awakening the deepest abdominal muscles and the obliques by closing your rib arches. You can help yourself with the hands here. So slowly pulling the ribs down towards the pelvis. And you want to create a kind of a corset feeling that you hold throughout the movement. Final one, breathe in into the hands. And breathe out through pursed lips. Try to keep the belly flat also as you inhale. So powerhouse is always active, also during the inhale. Let's combine with our first movements. We're going to start with shoulder mobilization. So extend the arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing towards each other. And with the next inhale, you pull the shoulder blades apart, lifting the arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, allow the shoulder blades to sink into the mat again. Inhale, lift, lengthen, fingers and arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, lower down. Keep going in your own breathing rhythm. So the shoulder blades are gliding on the rib cage. Back to starting position as you exhale. And inhale, they're moving apart and lifting up away from the mat. Let's go for 2 more rounds like that. Keep the shoulders down, tension into your fingers. And then keep the shoulder blades on the mat and open the arms to the side. Inhale. And exhale, bring them back up to the ceiling. Keep going. Inhale to the side. And exhale back to center. While moving, check your powerhouse if it's still active. You want to keep the ribs closed. Give me one more like that. And we will continue with arm reaches. So inhale, move the arms behind the head, but keep the ribs closed. And exhale, move the arms beside the body and press them softly into the ground. Inhale, sweep the arms up and move them behind the head. And exhale, softly press the hands, the palms into the ground. This will activate your broad back muscle, your so-called latissimus. We want to keep the thoracic spine steady and calm. Yeah, so powerhouse again, active, just moving the arms, the shoulders here. So let's combine all those arm exercises into a circle. Ready? Inhale, arms behind the head. Exhale, sweep the arms down over the side and start from the top. Inhale, back behind the head. And exhale, zip the belly in towards the spine. Keep moving. Slowly and controlled. Perfectly synchronized with your own breathing rhythm. Give me one more round here. And then keep the arms beside your body on the mat. And let's focus on the pelvis. Exhale, flatten the belly and pull the pubic bone and the breastbone together. And inhale to come back to neutral. So we want to continue with some pelvic tilts. As you exhale, you move the pelvis posterior so the lower spine is softly kissing the mat. And inhale, you return to neutral so you have a little bit of space underneath your lower back. Keep going. Keep the glutes, the booty relaxed, and get the power for those pelvic tilts from your abdominals. Yeah, pubic bone, breastbone coming together. That's why the lower spine, the lumbar spine, is flattening and melting down into the ground. And inhale to return to neutral. So this is how we start our hip roll, our shoulder bridge. Keep the shoulders relaxed. And when you've found this tuck with the pelvis, we can continue. Exhale, flatten the spine, imprint your spine, and then lift the hips, vertebra by vertebra. Hold in your shoulder bridge as you inhale. Exhale, the breastbone is sinking first. Lower the thoracic spine down, then the lumbar spine, and at least the sacrum. Return back to neutral spine position. Start from the top, tucking the tailbone under, then peel the spine up. Inhale to hold, pulling the heels towards your upper body. And exhale to roll down again. Yeah, think more of a spinal articulation than just a hip lift. Inhale, knees pulling away from you, open up through the hips. And exhale, roll down, vertebra by vertebra. So we are improving the mobility of our spine here, and of course also strengthening the glutes. When you're familiar with that, let's add the arm circle. So exhale, we roll up into the bridge. Hold. With the inhale, you move the arms behind your head. Keep them there. So exhale, roll your spine down. Your arms are still behind your head. And then as you inhale, you sweep the arms down over the side. So we have that arm circle again. Exhale, imprint your spine, peel the spine up. Inhale, arms behind your head. Keep the ribs closed. Exhale, roll the spine down. Inhale, spine neutral, and bring the arms down. Keep going. Inhale, arms behind your head. Exhale, peel the spine down. Give me one more round like that. When you're back in your neutral position and the arms are by your side on the floor, we're gonna continue with the leg drop. So as you inhale, drop the right leg forwards, and as you exhale, you turn the leg outwards, so you pull the knee to the side and bring the foot back into the starting position. Repeat, same side again. Inhale, lengthen, just allow the heel to thrive forwards, and exhale, knee to the side and bring the foot back to starting position. So we have a little hip mobilization here. Let's go for 2 more. If the floor is not slippery enough, you can also lift the legs slightly. The aim, the goal is not to change the pelvis. Keep it neutral and your core engaged. When you finish your last round, let's sweep, let's extend the leg into the air and bring it into tabletop. Exhale. Inhale, single leg stretch, reaching through the toes, opening up through that hip, and exhale, bring the leg into tabletop, knee above the hip joint. Yeah, you're working in neutral spine position, which means you have a little bit of space underneath the lower spine. Yeah, imagine you want to balance a bowl of water on your pubic bone and you don't want to pour the water. All right, let's progress. As you exhale, get the right hand on your thigh and press against it, more in core engagement here. And inhale, move the arm behind your head. Exhale, squeeze, press the hand against the thigh and vice versa. And inhale to reach long. Give me 2 more like that. Imagine the foot wants to reach the other side of the room, finding length in the leg. And then as you exhale, bring all 10 fingers behind your ears, leg tabletop. Let's go for a diagonal chest lift. So exhale, lift the head and the shoulder blades, and then twist to the right. Inhale to return to center and to drop shoulder blades and head. Exhale, chest lift up and then twist. The right shoulder's pulling back. Inhale to return and to drop. Keep going. Looking to your thigh and then twisting. The left shoulder joint is pulling towards the right hip joint and then return to center. Try not to wiggle with the pelvis. Keep it neutral. Give me 4 more rounds like that. Awakening the obliques in the rotation. And really allow the right elbow to pull you back. Lifting the head with the abdominals, not the neck muscles. So exhale, pull the lowest rib towards the pelvis. Final one. Keep that space between chin and chest, for example, for a fist wide. And then when you're back in the neutral in the starting position, drop your right foot and the head and everything else. We switch over to the other side. So inhale, lengthening the left leg forwards, pulling the left knee to the side and bring it back up. Keep going. Imagine that bowl of water on your pubic bone. You don't want to pour the water. So keep that pelvic lumbar stability with the help of your center, of your powerhouse. Also in neutral spine position, you keep pulling the pubic bone and the breastbone together. Yeah, will help you to keep that core engagement. Okay, let's progress. We're gonna extend the leg forwards. Inhale. Exhale, back to tabletop. Inhale, lengthen and reach. And especially as you exhale, make sure the lower back is not pressing into the ground. Keep it neutral. So you always have that little bit of space for example, a mini blueberry. You don't want to smash that blueberry. Okay, let's progress. We're gonna use the left hand as you exhale. Press the hand against the thigh and vice versa. Inhale, reach behind your head with the left arm. Pressing the right foot into the ground while moving the left leg will help you with the stabilization. Keeping the neck neutral, so slightly pulling the chin to the chest to lengthen the neck. Let's go for 2 more and press like crazy. Feel that core engagement coming up. And then as you exhale, keep the leg in tabletop. Bring the fingers behind your ears, elbows nice and wide. Diagonal chest lift whenever you're ready. Inhale, first return to center and then drop shoulder blades and head. Yeah, come up straight first, and then when the shoulder blades are lifted, you're gonna twist, return to center and drop. Exhale, up and twisting the left shoulders, pulling back. Inhale to return and to drop. Let's go for 4 more rounds. Exhale, come up and then pull the right shoulder diagonally to the left hip. Inhale to return. Really fluid, controlled movement. Keeping your mini blueberry alive. Yeah, don't tilt with the pelvis. Ooh, abs awakening here. Final one. And then when the head is down, drop the arms onto the ground and the left foot. Open the feet more than shoulder width apart and go for some knee swings to relax the obliques, to get a gentle, soft stretch into the lower back, and just to find a little active recovery in between. Maybe extend the arms to the side, keeping the shoulder blades grounded. Beautiful. And then keep the knees on one side, move over onto the side of your body and press all the way up into seated position. I hope you're ready for the next upcoming part, in which we're going to focus on the flexibility of your spine, especially in lots of twists, and we have some glute activation in it as well. We're going to start in that mermaid position. I have my left leg turned out and in front of me, the right leg turned in and at the side or behind me slightly. I'm going to start with rolling the right thigh forwards and backwards. Yeah, so the aim is to get a little soft massage here for the muscles in and around our hips, just to see how it's going today. Maybe it's a bit tricky today to ground both sit bones. Maybe the right sit bone is always slightly lifted. Then get a blanket or a pillow underneath the left glute here, underneath that left side, to make it a little bit more comfy for you. All right. Just find back into your Pilates breath. Inhale into the side of your rib cage, into the side of your ribs. And exhale through pursed lips, flatten the belly, closing the rib arches. Exhale, pelvic floor is active. Inhale, relax the pelvic floor. All right, we want to keep both sit bones grounded, so stay low with your exhale. Grab the right lower shin, the leg with the right hand, left arm is sweeping up, it's lifting up to the ceiling. So inhale to prepare, and exhale, we're going to go for side bend to the right. Inhale to return to center, really finding length, and exhale to lean over. Yeah, the goal is not just to collapse. Yeah, try to keep that length and that power coming from your obliques, enjoying that openness here in the left side of the body. finding space between left shoulder and left hip. Try to keep the left knee heavy. Yeah, imagine leaning over a fence without touching it, so you want to create a nice bow shape in your spine. Okay, let's stay in that side bend with your next exhale. Inhale, keep the length. And exhale, rotate, so the upper shoulder is moving forwards, looking to the ground. Inhale to return back to center. And now pulling the shoulder to the back, lifting the breastbone. Inhale to return to center. Exhale, moving the shoulder girdle and twisting the thoracic spine. Exhale, upper shoulder back and down. Try to look up to the ceiling. Inhale to return to center. Let's go for 2 more rounds here. Spiral movements here in your thoracic spine. So we have a nice massage for the organs and intervertebral discs. Keep the neck long so shoulders are moving away from your ears. And with the next round, when you look down to the ground, so we're twisting, hold it. Get the left hand onto your lower leg as well. And now we're going to use the hands to deepen. So as you exhale, you press with that left hand, you pull with that left hand, and with the inhale, you release. So exhale, you pull with the left hand and you press with the right, and inhale to release. Yeah, pretty intuitive movement. So pressing with the back hand and pulling with the front hand. Let's go for 3 more. Ooh, final one. Bringing everything out here. And then lift the left arm up above the ear again. Turn up, and we're gonna go to the other side. So right arm is moving to the left, return to center, and again let's enjoy that side bend to the other side here. Try to keep that right hip heavy. Let's go for a 3rd and the last round here. Then ground the left hand and bring the right hand onto the ground as well. So now it's time to lift the right butt cheek. And from here, pulling the breastbone forward so we create a lovely length in the whole spine. From here, we're gonna exhale, round the back and really press the floor away from you. Inhale, lengthen, and it's like you want to pull the mat towards you. Exhale, press the floor away from you, rounding your spine, right butt cheek heavy. And inhale, lengthen and pull the mat towards you. Creating that juiciness, that flexibility in your spine, in your torso. Let's go for 2 more. Final one. And then stay long and return to center. Extend the legs forwards. I slightly turn into profile so you can better see what's happening here. In the next exercise, we're going to open the feet a shoulder width apart, flexing the feet. So pull the toes towards the shin. Maybe it's pretty tough today sitting upright on your sit bones. No worries, just get your blanket underneath your butt cheeks so you can sit upright. Or just give a slightly bend into your knees. Okay, upright position. You mentioned there's a buzzer above your head and you want to press that buzzer with your head, so grow an inch taller. Then we're going to place the right hand here behind the pelvis and I slightly twist towards my right side. Yeah, don't move the legs, don't move the pelvis, just the thoracic spine. Inhale to grow and exhale, round forwards. The left hand is moving here forwards and then come back up. Use the right hand to press yourself forwards, rounding your spine, stretching your hamstrings, and inhale to return. Keep flexing the feet. All right, and get a nice little inwards rotation here. So knees are rotating in towards the body's midline to intensify that stretch. Yeah, help yourself with that backhand. And it's a flexion of your spine. Let's go for 3 more. So imagine laying over a ball without touching the ball. Shoulders down, last 2. Yes, that left finger is pulling you forwards. Beautiful, return back to center. We're switching to the other side. So from the neutral position, I slightly twist to the left, so my right ribs are moving to the left diagonal corner. Right arm forwards, inhale. And exhale, press the left hand into the ground and just round your back here. Yeah, the goal is not to move the pelvis backwards. I want to stay on that sit bones. Imagine you're leaning against a wall and you can't move to the back, just moving forwards. Get that nice C shape into your spine. Let's go for 4 more rounds. It's a wonderful preparation for our classic Pilates exercise called saw. We will do that in a second. Keep that slight internal rotation in your legs. Yeah, don't turn it out. And then come back to upright position. Extend the arms nice and widely to the side, palms facing up. Let's go for the saw. With the inhale, you grow and twist to the right. As you exhale, you round forwards. Turn the back arm inwards. Come back up. Inhale, you're still in the twist. And exhale to return to center. Switch to the other side. Inhale to rotate to the left. Exhale, rounding forwards. Inhale, come back up. You're still in the twist. Use the exhale to return. Keep the feet, the heels calm. So stabilize your pelvis. It's just a movement in your spine. Inhale to twist. Exhale, moving forward. Inhale to roll up vertebra by vertebra. Exhale to return. Let's visit each side one more time. Final one. And then roll back up. Return to center and drop your arms. Relax your legs in between, and we're gonna move over to the other side. So just swing the legs over. Mermaid position. Now I'm working mirror inverted for you again. So right leg is turned out and in front of me, and left leg is turned in and beside me. Okay, let's start with the massage. Whenever you're ready, we roll the thigh forwards and bring it back down. Yeah, so it's an internal rotation and an external rotation as I try to ground the left butt cheek. All right, yeah, just getting into it. Maybe get the blanket underneath the right booty, the right hip. Maybe you can feel a difference between those sides, right and left. That's totally normal. We have those imbalances in the body. That's okay. But try to put in the same energy here as on the first side. Yeah, we don't want to force those imbalances. In the best case, we want to get back the balance into our body. Okay, with the next exhale, ground both sit bones as good as possible. Lift and lengthen the spine. Exhale, get back into your powerhouse. Lifting the right arm, inhale. Exhale, lean over to the left. Inhale to return. Now get the left hand towards your lower leg so you can help yourself with the left arm if that feels good for you. Lift and lengthen first, and then bend over. Let's go for 4 more rounds here. Inhale to return to center. And exhale, open up through the right side of your body, opening the muscles between the ribs so we can breathe even deeper after this exercise. Keep the eyes forwards, the shoulders stacked. And with the next exhale, we hold it. Inhale, hold it here. And then exhale, twist, looking down to the ground. Return to center, look forwards, inhale. And exhale, move the upper shoulder back and down. Exhale, shoulder girdle is moving forwards. And inhale to come back. Exhale, lifting that breastbone. Inhale to return. Let's go for 2 more rounds here. Moving the head, the eyes with you. Final round, look down, exhale. Yeah, moving the organs like a wet towel. Okay, we stay in that rotation, so look down and get the right hand to the lower leg as well. And then from here, you pull with the right hand, you press with the left to deepen. Inhale to release slightly. Exhale to pull with the right, to press with the left hand and release. Yeah, pull with the front hand, press with the back hand. Let's go for 3 more. So wonderful detox exercise here. Pressing the old stuff out. Enjoy that last round. Keep the shoulders down. And then get the right arm up again. Lifting up and just move over to the other side. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to return to center. And exhale to the right. Whew, nice free feeling in the torso. All right, then bring the right hand onto the ground, the left hand as well. So now it's time to lift the left butt cheek. When you have arrived, both hands grounded, you round your back, press the floor away from you, and then lengthen and pull both hands in towards the pelvis. Round and press away. And inhale, lengthen and pull the hands towards your body. Exhale, round, and maybe a wonderful stretch in your back arrives. Inhale, open up so the collarbones are floating nice and widely to the side. Final one here. And then keep the spine long. Get the lower legs underneath you and meet me in a quadruped position here. So hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. Open the legs hip width apart. And then let's go for a little glute activation. So from here, exhale, press out of your shoulder blades, looking diagonally down to the ground, so neck and one extension to the rest of the spine. Zip the belly in and up, so away from your trouser or your t-shirt. And then inhale, lift, extend the right leg back. Hold it high, and as you exhale, flex the foot and pull the heel towards the butt cheek. Single leg kick, inhale to extend. And exhale, bend the knee, pull the heel towards the butt cheek. If you have any problems with your wrists, you have that possibility to come down onto your forearms. Keep going like that. We're gonna go for 5 more here. Awakening the hamstrings, the muscles at the back side of your leg, the glutes. Also, powerhouse core is working. keep the hips closed. So both hip bones are facing down towards the ground. And when you're bent in the leg, hold it. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, pull the right knee to the side and the lower leg is moving towards the body's midline. Return, inhale to neutral. And exhale, pull the right knee to the left. Inhale to return to neutral. And exhale, let's move into that external rotation. Right knee to the side, lower leg is moving inwards. Inhale to return. And exhale, right knee to the left. This is a trickier one, the internal rotation. Try to keep knee and hip joint in one line and just find that external and internal rotation. Yeah, don't drop the knee. Keep it high. Let's go for 4 more rounds here. Last 3. Don't drop the head. Keep the neck in one line with the rest of the spine. Yeah, the lower leg is moving towards the body's midline and away from the body's midline. Finish your last round. When you're back in neutral position, whole sole of your foot is reaching up towards the ceiling. We're gonna finish with pulses, teeny tiny pulses up to the ceiling. Keep breathing in, out to pursed lips. Keep the lower spine calm and steady. Zip the belly button in towards the spine. Yeah, don't move your lower back. Keep it neutral and calm. Ooh, last 2, glutes on fire. 1 more breathing cycle here. And as you exhale, stop the movement. Inhale, drop the knee onto the ground and move freely. Wiggle those hips, waving through your spine. Relaxing, shaking out your wrists, nourishing your fascia system here in and around your wrists. Ooh, let's get ready for the second side. All right, come back to neutral. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Press out of your shoulder blades. And then let's inhale, lengthen, extend the left leg back. Hold it high. Exhale, flex the foot and pull the heel towards the butt cheek. Inhale, point and extend. And exhale, try to squeeze the glute consciously and the hamstrings. So it's just a movement in your knee and in your ankle, keeping the pelvis, the hips stable now. When the leg is extended, it's a feeling of turning the left kneecap in towards the body's midline. Yeah, I show you how not to do it. We don't want to turn it out. Keep it parallel and neutral. Yeah, reminder, if you have any negative pressure in your wrists, just come down. Last 2 here. Don't collapse into your shoulders. Stay strong here. And when the leg is bent, hold it. Inhale, you're neutral. The lower leg is parallel to the wall beside me. And then exhale, left knee to the left side, external rotation. Inhale to return. And exhale, pull the left knee to the right. Try to cross your body's midline. Ooh, inhale to return. Exhale, left knee to the left side. So we have a little inner and outer thigh activation as well. It can be a tiny movement, doesn't have to be big. It's not always about big movements. More often in Pilates, it's about the feeling. Let's go for 3 more rounds here. Bring some power, strength, and mobility, juiciness into your hips. Whew. Each round one more time. So one more time external rotation, one more time internal rotation. And when you're back in your neutral position, lower leg is parallel to the wall beside you, you start to pulse up and down. Good job. Here, don't stop. You got this. Breathe in into the side ribs. Exhale. Reduce the distance between belly and back. Exhale loudly. Will help your powerhouse to stay active. Will help your lumbar spine to stay stable. Last 2 breathing cycles. Final one. And then exhale, you stop that movement and drop the knee and everything down. Move freely, relax, recover. Maybe drink a sip of water. And then I hope you're ready for the upcoming part. It's a side lying exercise in which we're going to focus on the outer thigh, and we have lots of core activation also coming up. So let's lay down on your side using the lower arm as a pillow. And now make sure you bend the legs into around about a 90-degree angle and to bring your ankles, hips and shoulders into one line. So we want to rebuild the spine parallel to the floor. So slightly create that so-called waist tunnel by lifting through the lower waist. So both waistlines are equal long. Powerhouse is engaged here. Inhale into the ribcage. Exhale, belly button in and up. Focus on the upper knee, inhale. And exhale, we're going to start with a side leg frog. So just external rotation here of your upper leg. Inhale to drop it down. All right, keeping the heels together. Press the heels strongly together. This will activate your inner thighs. Your inner thighs will stabilize your pelvic floor. If you want more, you can lift the lower legs, flexing the feet, and then you have a wonderful frog position here. Rolling your upper shoulder back and down. Imagine now there's a cup of coffee or tea or whatever you like. You're standing on the hip. Yeah, and you don't want to flip the coffee to the back. Yeah, so keeping the pelvis stable now. Let's go for 4 more rounds in your option. Keeping the lower leg grounded or the lower leg lifted. Check with your fingers that the waist tunnel is alive. Always having some space here. Okay. Let's progress. Exhale, frog position. Inhale, extend the leg forwards. Bring it back, heels pressing together and lower the upper knee. Yeah, you can also do this here. Inhale, extend the leg as vertical as you can. Yeah, the goal is not to move the hips, so we can't extend the leg directly up to the ceiling. Yeah, otherwise our upper hip needs to roll back. So we need to focus on extending the leg a little bit diagonally up towards the ceiling. Okay? Depending on your individual hip mobility, let's go for 3 more. Exhale, open into the frog. Inhale, extend the leg, point the foot. Flex, press the heels together, and return. So we have lots of core work, lots of outer thigh and glute work. With the next inhale, keep the leg long. Exhale, flex and lower the leg. Inhale, point and lift. 7 more. And 6. Yeah, you can also drop the lower leg and press the lower leg firmly into the floor. Whew. Leg becomes heavy now. Whew. Last 2. Get the power here from the powerhouse. Last one. Hold it high. Check that your cup is still here and pulse for 8, 7, 6. Breathe, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Ooh, if you're joining me here today for the full class, we did already a little glute and outer thigh activation before. So that burn was real. Okay. Also, when you're just here for this outer thigh part, the burn was also here. Okay, we're gonna press all the way up and we're gonna go for a little Cleopatra move. So your legs are still stacked, ankles, hips, and shoulder or wrist is in one line. And then from here, we're going to bring the upper hand here towards the feet, squeezing the legs together, zipping everything in and up with the inner thighs and the pelvic floor, shoulder down. And then as you exhale, you lift the pelvis up, looking to your lower hand, to the ground, and inhale to return, shoulder down. Exhale, squeezing in and up through the inner thighs. And inhale to return. All right. Also moving your head, so you're looking down to the ground. So we have a little spinal rotation in your cervical and thoracic spine, and then looking to your feet. Got that? Let's go. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. We're gonna go for 4 more rounds here. Creating that nice bow shape here in the upper body. Spreading your fingers, press the fingertips firmly into the ground. Okay, final one. Squeeze the thighs consciously together, feeling those inner thighs lifting you up. And then lower down. Good work. From here, we're just flipping the legs over, whoop, to the other side. Okay. Yeah, outer thigh and inner thigh activation. Here in Cleopatra, we want to engage the inner thighs to stabilize our pelvic floor, and then get your upper hand towards your feet. So we have already a little spiral dynamic in our body. Breathe into the side of your ribcage. Exhale through pursed lips whenever you're ready, lifting the pelvis, looking down to the ground. And inhale to return. The challenge here is not to sink into your shoulder. Yeah, make sure the hand is not too far away. So we want to bring the shoulder roundabout above your wrist. Yeah, but also not too narrow, otherwise your shoulder might lift up. Let's go for 4 more rounds. Imagine squeezing an orange between your thighs. Press it out and then you lift. 2 more. Follow your breath. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. Final one. And then drop the side hip down, lower onto your arm. Make sure the knees are in front of you. Ankles, hips, and arm with the spine are in one line. Get back to that waist tunnel. Lifting through the lower waist. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, side leg frog. Drop it down. And move in full range of motion. So external rotation as much as you can. Keep the heels together. Okay, and maybe that's the variation you want to choose. Maybe you want to progress, then lifting the lower legs, flex the feet, and let's find that full frog. All right, checking also the body parts that aren't moving right now. The shoulders, for example, stacking them above each other, thinking about that cup of tea, coffee, whatever it is, standing on your upper pelvis here. So it's not only glute and outer thigh work, it's also coming from here, from your powerhouse. Okay, outer thighs, opening that leg, squeezing the heels will give the inner thighs that work. Let's progress. So we're gonna open, exhale. We're gonna extend, inhale. Flex, connecting the heels and bring it down. Also possible here. Yeah, again, think of your individual anatomy. You can't lift the leg directly vertical to the floor. Yeah, just find that position, external rotation as much as you can, and then the knees pointing the direction of the leg extension. Ooh, burn is already here today in my legs. Ooh, let's go for 3 more. Relax the shoulder. Ooh, there's some fire here. Can you feel some fire too already? Okay, we keep the leg long. We flex to lower. We lift to point. 7 more. And 6. Check your pelvis. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. And then hold it high. Whoop. And pulse. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ooh, party going on here in my outer thigh. 2, 1, and drop. Ooh, relax the outer thigh. Good work here. So find your way up into seated position. Ooh, maybe drink a sip of water. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Alrighty, I hope you're ready for that final part, for the grand finale. We have some standing work coming up. So find your way here onto your knees and tuck the toes under. So quadruped position, and just crawl with your hands towards your feet, lifting your knees, and just come onto your feet. So my feet are hip width apart. Just drop, hang down here with the upper body, bending the knees consciously. And with the exhale, roll up vertebra by vertebra. Let's go for standing roll up. So from here, lift the arms up over the front. Keep the ribs closed. And as you exhale, start to round forwards. Imagine laying over a ball. Inhale, hold that flexion. Don't drop completely, just hold it here. And exhale to roll back up, starting from the lower back and finishing with the head. Inhale to grow an inch taller. Exhale, start with the head, rounding forwards, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Hold it here in the middle, roundabout. And exhale to roll back up. Yeah, what I don't want you to do today is just to drop down. Yeah, here the movement is coming from your hips. What we want today is to bring a wonderful C shape, a C curve into your spine, so really strong in your abdominals and open in your back. Let's try that for 3 more rounds. Exhale, rounding forwards. Look to your belly button, inhale. And exhale to roll back up. 2 more. Exhale to round. Keep the shoulders down. And exhale. Come on, 1 more. Round, zip the belly in. And exhale to come up. Bring the hands into the side of the body, and I will turn forward so you can better see what's happening here. So get a micro bend into your knees, and it's pretty helpful to get one finger onto your hip bone and the other finger, the thumb for example, to your lowest rib. So I will just correct my shirt so you can better see what's happening here. So we want to create neutral and imprint. We want to do some pelvic tilts here in standing. So inhale, I'm neutral. And with the exhale, I try to pull my pelvic line towards the rib. So sit bones heavy here, imprinting the spine. Inhale to return to neutral. And exhale, I bring my fingers together, reducing the distance between pelvic line and rib. Inhale, neutral. Distance becoming bigger here between my fingers. And exhale, reduce the distance. I want you to relax the glutes for now and get the power here from the belly, from the abdominals. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, slightly tucking the tailbone under, but relax the booty. Get the power here into your abs. And when you've found that teeny tiny motion, that little pelvic tilt, we can add the lower body. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, imprint your spine and lift the right knee. Inhale to drop the foot, neutral. Exhale, imprint and lift the right knee. Drop it down. All right. 1 more like that, and then we will progress. So we lift the knee here from the center. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to tap to the side, bending the standing leg and opening the arms to the side. Exhale, come back to that knee lift. Bend that left leg, tap to the right side, and bring it back up. Looking diagonally down to the ground, and lift up. All right, let's go for 4 more rounds here. Always thinking about pulling the pelvic line towards the rib as you lift the knee. Last 2. 1 more. And then we stay in that little hinge coming from the hips. Hold it here. Your big toe can be on the ground. Try to turn the right leg inwards so you hide your heel. Spine is long, and as you exhale, you're going to twist to the left, looking up to the ceiling, and inhale to return. Keep going. Exhale, you're going to twist to the left side. And inhale to return. Keep going. 4 more rounds here. You want to stabilize the pelvis and find that flexibility in your thoracic spine. Obliques helping you into that twist. Keep that shoulders down. Let's go for a little flow. We come up into that knee lift. Side tap, bend the left knee, hinge forwards, open the arms and twist. Return to center. Knee lift. Hinge forwards, long spine, breastbone is pulling you forwards, and twist. Good work there. Let's go for 3 more. Whole body is working here. Okay, find your last round. And then we're gonna twist one more time. Stay neutral here, lifting that right leg off the floor. And as you inhale, sweep the leg to the back and the arms next to your ears, reaching through the fingers. Exhale, move to the side, keep the right leg lifted. Inhale, move to the back, squeezing your glutes. Keep going. We have 4 more rounds coming up. I'm still in my hinge. My spine is long, pulling the shoulder blades together. The chest nice, wide and open. Let's go, team. We have 2 more coming up. Inhale, moving, sweeping the leg to the back. Exhale to the side. Now keep that little back leg lift. Turn that right kneecap in towards the body's midline, zipping the belly in. And when you found that powerhouse again, we pulse in the standing leg for 8, 7. Lift the right leg a little bit higher. Keep the hips closed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get the foot down onto the ground, hands onto your thighs, and just move your spine freely. Whew. Felt it in the whole body. Hope you too, especially that burn in that glute in the standing leg. And then one more. Inhale here, and as you exhale, round your back and roll back up vertebra by vertebra. Of course, we're gonna flip it to the other side. So find your stance, hip width apart, and then let's start with the pelvic tilts. Inhale, you are neutral. Exhale, pulling pubic bone and breastbone together, flattening the lower back. Inhale to return. Glutes relaxed. Get the power from the center here. Imagine you're leaning against a wall, and with the exhale, you try to bring your lumbar spine, your lower back, closer towards the wall. Not completely. Yeah, we don't want to round your spine. There's still some space between lumbar spine and wall, for example, for a stamp. Okay, when you found that movement, lift the left knee. Inhale, foot down. Stay upright, especially when you exhale. It's just about lengthening the lower back. Just about engaging your center a bit more. Keeping that standing knee slightly bent. Okay, when you found that, let's progress. Lift the left knee. Inhale, tap to the left side, open up the arms to the side, hinge forwards. Exhale, lift the left knee. Inhale, hinge forwards, bend the standing leg. Yeah, when I'm hinging, I try not to round the back, stay straight. Okay, last 2. One more, and then hold it in your side tap. Get ready for the rotation. Yeah, you can keep the big toe down on the ground for stability, and then try to turn the leg back in so you're parallel. Inhale to lengthen, reaching through the fingers, and exhale to twist to the right. Inhale to return to center, looking diagonally down to the floor. Exhale to twist. Try not only to move your arms, get that lovely movement into your thoracic spine. Try not to shift your weight onto the left foot. The main weight is on your right. Whew, last 2. Strengthening the obliques, the lateral back muscles, the right glute, the right thigh, and then let's connect. Exhale, come back up, lifting the left knee up towards the chest. Side tap, hinge forwards, twisting your spine. Return to center. Knee lift up. Let's enjoy 4 more rounds here in that lovely flow. Last 3. Eyes diagonally down. Keep the neck in one extension to the rest of the spine. Okay, let's go for one more round. One more twist. Stay neutral. We're still in that hinge. Exhale, we're gonna lift the left leg up. Inhale to sweep the left leg back, the arms next to your ears. And exhale to the side. Inhale, sweep the leg to the back. Exhale to the side. Need to watch out that I'm not kicking capo. Inhale to the back. Exhale to the side. I'm still hinging in the hips. I'm still long in my spine. The belly is in, so the powerhouse muscles are active. Last 3. Last 2. Keep the left leg behind you, back leg lift. Hold it here, maybe lift the leg a little bit higher to feel the glute working here. And then we pulse in the standing leg. Down, up, right knee is pointing towards the big toe. Don't allow the knee to collapse inwards. For the last 4 and 3, looking down, 2 and 1. Stop the pulse, get the foot down into the ground, catch your weight, hands on the thighs, and then move here freely, relaxing the back. Ooh, all right. And then forward fold, drop your upper body down, head heavy so you can relax the neck here, looking to your knees. Maybe shake out your head. And then bend the knees more consciously and roll back up vertebra by vertebra. Ooh, when you're upright, lifting the arms up over the side, interlace your fingers above the head. And then pull the fist forwards and round your spine. Inhale, the fist is bringing you up, extending the spine, look up to the ceiling. And exhale, round your spine, pull the shoulder blades apart. Maybe go for a little back bend with strong glutes. And exhale, round. Shoulder blades apart, shoulders down. Last 2 rounds here. Final one. Enjoy the softness, the stretch coming up in your back. And then when you are upright, relaxing the arms, send the hands onto your belly for a second, close your eyes. And then get all your awareness back to your breath. We're going to breathe into the hands, into the belly again. Exhale, belly button is relaxing towards the spine. Yeah, softening all those muscles that are building your powerhouse during the exercise. So belly, back, pelvic floor, soft again. And you allow your belly to expand while inhaling. Enjoy the warmth in your muscles. The freedom in your joints. Calmness in your mind that comes up when you focus on the synchronization of movement, breath, and centering. And then open up your eyes again, lift the arms up over the side. And with the exhale, be proud of yourself. You're done with that session. Thank you so much for joining, for tuning in, and hopefully see you in the next one.